It is time for another 1-minute market update where we talk about the 2 things that you should care about most as a homeowner. How much is your home worth today compared to what it was yesterday, and how long would it take to sell in today's market? Now, obviously, big news, the election has happened. We are in May right now, meaning these stats are from April. With the election happening and the Liberals winning, whether or not that ended up landing the way that you wanted it to, it's at least one less piece of uncertainty for home buyers. Sales right now are historically quite low. And the expectation is that now that the election is done and there is at least a light at the end of the tunnel for all of the trade and tariff stuff, hopefully buyers are going to start to be more comfortable making purchases. Inventory is still quite high, so we do have a little ways to get to work through all of the available homes on the market. Let's jump into the stats. We are starting off with HPI price, or the average price of an average home in a neighborhood, starting with Burnaby in the detached market. So Burnaby, you are up 1.1% from this time last year, and net 0 from last month. New Westminster, you're down 0.5% from last year and down 0.8% from last month. Coquitlam, you're down 3% from last year and down 1.2% from last month. Port Moody, you are down 4.1% from last year and down 2.4% from last month. Port Coquitlam, you are down 2.1% from last year and down 0.7% from last month. Maple Ridge, you are up 0.6% from last year and up 1.3% from last month. And Pitt Meadows, you are down 2.3% from last year and down 1.7% from last month. So a bit of a tough month for detached homes. Okay, jumping into townhouses now, once again starting in Burnaby. Burnaby, you were down 1.6% from last year and up 1.2% from last month. New West, you are down 2.5% from last year, but up 0.7% from last month. Coquitlam up 0.1% from last year and down 0.2% from last month. Port Moody, you are down 0.3% from last year and up 0.9% from last month. Port Coquitlam, you are down 1.1% from last year, but up 0.5% from last month. Maple Ridge, you're down 0.8% from last year and down 1.5% from last month. And Pitt Meadows, you're down 2.3% from last year and down 1.1% from last month. So again, townhouses taking a little bit of a hit this month. Okay, jumping over to condos now. Starting off in Burnaby, you are down 2.5% from last year and down 0.9% from last month. New Westminster, you're down 1.6% from last year and down 0.5% from last month. Coquitlam, down 3.4% from last year and down 0.7% from last month. Port Moody, you're down 0.9% from last year and down 0.4% from last month. Port Coquitlam, you are net neutral from last year, but down 0.1% from last month. Maple Ridge, you're down 4.5% from last year and down 0.1% from last month. And finally, Pitt Meadows, you're down 4.1% from last year and up 0.4% from last month. So all in all, kind of across the board, prices kind of saw a little bit of a decrease. Nothing huge, a couple of percent here and there. And this is largely because, again, there's a lot of inventory around. So buyers are looking for deals and they're really waiting to find those deals. They're making offers and they're getting a little bit aggressive with the offers. So what does that mean if you're a home seller? Well, it means that you have to be realistic and very accurate with your pricing. Right now, what we're seeing is that homes that are overpriced really don't get much attention. It's the homes that are priced properly, very sharply. Those are the ones that buyers are paying the most attention to because they know that they can. There's a lot of inventory, there's a lot to choose from, so they don't have to go over those ones that they perceive as being too high priced. Okay, jumping into days on market now, or how long it takes from the time that you list until the time that you get a sale. Burnaby, you are sitting at 18 days on market, a little bit up from last month. New West, you're also at 18 days on market. Coquitlam, you're at 10. Port Moody, you're at 10. Port Coquitlam, you're at 12. Maple Ridge, you're at 17. And Pitt Meadows, you are down to 8. As always, hope this was helpful. If you are a homeowner or a potential home buyer and you want to talk some strategy, you want to start putting a plan together for making a move sometime this year or into next year, there's a link in the description below. You can book a time to chat. As well, if you know somebody who is a homeowner who this might be valuable for, be sure to share it with them. I'm Angelo Manusiades with the Atlas Group at Stonehouse Realty. I'll see you in the next one.